evening, everyone. I'm Nicole Menner. Thanks for joining us on Fox 23 News. An SAC rivalry took place on Sunday at the Hattiesburg Country Club. It was a Rebel versus a Bulldog at the Magnolia Amateur. The tournament would come down to a final round duel between Mississippi State's Austin Rose and Ole Miss's Cecile Wegener. The two were tied at 6 under with 6 holes remaining, and the suspense would just build from there. The two matched scores from holes 13 through 17 with pars on 13 and 14, a birdie on the 15th, bogeys on the 16th, and another pair of birdies on the 17th. So it would all come down to the 18th hole, and it would be Austin Rose with the birdie to come out on top. Rose would take the title with a 4 under 67, finishing 36 holes at 7 under 135. All right, Serena Williams continues to roll at Wimbledon as she beat Evgenia Radina 6-2, 6-2 today to advance to the quarterfinals. This is now the first time the quarterfinals will be without a top 10 player for the first time in the Open era. As the number 25 seed, this is Serena's 13th time making it to the quarterfinals, where she'll be facing Italy's Camila Giorgi. As for the men, top-seeded Roger Federer advanced to a record-extending 16th quarterfinal after defeating France's Adrian Manarino, and he's now won 32 consecutive sets at Wimbledon. Just one straight sets victory away from breaking his previous record. And later on in the day, Rafael Nadal would reach his first Wimbledon quarterfinals since 2011, extending his streak of not dropping a set in Wimbledon as well. All right, the Pelicans taking on the Pistons as Summer League continues earlier today. The Pels 2-1 after 3 games entering the day, but they were trailed by as much as 25 points in this one. They would cut that Detroit lead down to single digits in the fourth quarter, but the Pistons would pull away for good to win at 105-97. Cheick Diallo had a team-high 25 points, and the Pelicans are back at it tomorrow. And in some other Pels news, the team officially announced today that they've signed free agent guard Elfrid Payton and forward Julius Randle. The terms of the deals not yet being disclosed. Payton comes from the Phoenix Suns after spending the first half of last season in Orlando, where he averaged nearly 13 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds between the two teams. He was originally selected by the 76ers back in 2014 as the 10th overall pick. As for Randle, he spent his entire 4-year NBA career with the Lakers. He was also selected in the 2014 draft out of the University of Kentucky, taken 7th overall. He played in all 82 games for the Lakers last season with a career-high average of 16 points per game. The MLB All-Star Game rosters were announced Sunday night, and a number of Atlanta Braves will be heading to D.C. on July 17th to take part. Nick Markakis and Freddie Freeman will be starting for the National League after receiving more votes than any other NL players during this year's balloting process. And with the selection, Markakis has the distinction of being the major leaguer to play the most career games before earning a first All-Star selection. As for reserves, Ozzie Albies and Mike Foltynewicz will also be representing, and if he plays, Albies would become the youngest Braves player to appear in a Midsummer Classic since Hank Aaron in 1955. Again, that game is July 17th.